know how much sugar you eat on a daily basis? It is probably a lot more than you think, because sugar is hiding everywhere in our foods, suggests Debbie Burtaine. Tonight, Deborah will be talking to us about how to identify hidden sources of sugar, its effect on our health, and some simple steps to replace it in our diets. Please welcome Deborah Burtaine and her speech, 150 pounds of sugar.
If you could take one of those and pass them down. So good evening, Madame Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Tonight I am going to talk to you about sugar. It's a word we all know well, but do you know how much sugar you consume on a daily basis, or how much you should be consuming? My sister recently passed along to me a copy of the February issue of Prevention magazine, and it included an article about sugar in the American diet. I was shocked by what I read. Let's talk about sugar. First, some basic facts, then its effects on our health, and finally, how we can limit our daily intake. Sugar occurs naturally in fruits and a lot of vegetables. This is good sugar and is a necessary part of our diet. This is not the problem. Let's be honest, most of us are not gorging ourselves on fruits and vegetables. The problem is the added sugars in our diet. According to an article by CBS Chicago, the recommended daily maximum of added sugar is 25 grams or 6 teaspoons for women and 37 grams or 9 teaspoons for men. Yes, I know, ladies, it's not fair. Now, here is a really shocking statistic. The average American eats 250 grams of sugar per day. Let me repeat that, 250 grams of sugar per day. This equals 48 teaspoons or 2/3 of a cup, and it is well over the recommended daily maximum. Where does all of this extra sugar come from? According to Prevention magazine, new sugars have been cropping up over the past 40 years, and sugar now goes by 50 different names. Let's look at the handout in front of you, and on the front, where I have beware of hidden sugars, let's look at that. I won't read the whole list to you, but I'd like to draw your attention to a few things. First, watch out for ingredients ending in OSE. These are all sugars. Next, look out for the ingredients listed under other names for sugar. Yes, these are all sugar also. And if that wasn't enough, you have to look out for ingredients ending in ITOL. These are sugar alcohols that are commonly used in sugar-free and low-carb foods, but they're not healthy either. And then finally, there's the artificial sweeteners, but we'll get to those in a minute. Where do all of these sugars hide? They are everywhere. After reading the article, I went through my pantry and my refrigerator, and here's just a few of the things I found. 1/2 a cup of Prego fresh mushroom spaghetti sauce has 11 grams of sugar. 3/4 of a cup of Ancient Grains granola has 9 grams of sugar. Ancient Grains are supposed to be healthy for you. 1 cup of Florida natural orange juice has 22 grams of sugar, 22 grams. 1 slice of organic sunflower bread, again supposed to be healthy, has 3 grams. And 1 cup of Dannon Light and Fit vanilla yogurt has 13 grams. So much for light and fit. And here is a really shocking one. 1 can of Coke has 39 grams of sugar. That alone is over the recommended daily maximum. I drink Diet Coke, but we'll get to that also in a minute. So you get the picture. Sugars are everywhere, even in foods that are advertised as healthy. One common pitfall for people is salads. First, salad dressings are loaded with sugar, most salad dressings. And second, those salads that you get in the restaurants, they're usually packed with extra ingredients like craisins and glazed pecans. Read sugar. Another warning, beware of fat-free foods. They add sugar, to enhance the flavor so you don't miss the fat. And those ITOLs on the list, many people experience intestinal problems from these. And then the sugar-free foods, they're no better. Even though artificial sweeteners have no calories, they may actually cause more cravings for more sugary foods than regular sugar, so you end up eating more in the long run. So my Diet Coke, not such a healthy option. So let's review. The average American eats 48 teaspoons of added sugar a day. This is equal to a staggering 155 pounds of sugar a year. So visualize a 155-pound person. Now replace that with sugar. That's a lot of sugar, and it's wrecking our health. The first and most obvious effect is weight gain. Each gram of sugar equals 16 calories. So those daily 48 teaspoons adds up to 768 calories. This means that the average American is eating 768 calories just in added sugars a day. Unless you want to spend several hours a day at the gym, that's going to add on weight over time. And what is the effect of all this weight gain? An increase in LDL, this is the bad cholesterol, increased blood pressure, and these can lead to heart disease, an increased risk of diabetes. 100 million Americans now have diabetes or pre-diabetes, and inflammation, which is at the root of so many of our chronic health problems. Did you know that an excess of sugar may also increase your risk of early onset Alzheimer's? Plus, sugar makes you feel sluggish, it decreases your concentration and focus, it causes cravings for more sugar, so it's a vicious cycle, and it's bad for your teeth. And this is just a few. The list goes on and on. But the bottom line is, too much sugar kills, or can at least make you very sick. So now that I've given you the doom and gloom, let's look at some ways you can reduce your sugar intake and get closer to the recommended daily maximum. I found a 5-step plan on livestrong.com, which is shown on the back of your handout. Step 1, keep track of your sugar consumption for a week. Write it down. Step 2, eliminate the obvious sources of sugar, such as sodas, donuts, cakes. Step 3, get familiar with the hidden sugars, the ones on the front of your handout. Step 4, look for ways to replace high sugar items in your diet with healthy options. And step 5, start experimenting with healthy recipes. Now I've listed here some easy substitutions that you could start making in your diet today. These are as easy as using cinnamon in your coffee instead of sugar, using oil and vinegar on your salad instead of salad dressing, or wrapping your sandwich in lettuce instead of using bread. And there's more listed there. Then you'll also see there's some substitutions I've listed here that I found in Men's Health magazine. And they list the total carbohydrate savings there, and that's total carbs. But you can see it's quite dramatic, the savings. Now, if you want to go online to Men's Health, there are a lot more on there, and I've listed all my other sources here too, in case you want to do some more reading. So in conclusion, sugar is hiding everywhere in our diets, and it's wrecking our health. So, employ fortitude, and don't let it sabotage you. Here's to your health. Thank you.